Hello, marketing enthusiast! If you ever thought there must be a smarter way to send those emails, this video is for you. Today, we're going to see how to create and manage a mass mailing campaign in Odoo step by step, from the initial configuration to the analysis of the results, because, let's be honest, our inboxes are already full, but the goal is to make sure that our emails are the ones the people actually wants to open. Before starting to send emails, it's important to check the configuration. Inside the email marketing module, in the settings section, there are a few key options to check. First, make sure the blacklist option when unsubscribing is activated. You should leave this enabled because it ensures that when a contact unsubscribes, they are fully blocked from receiving future emails, because nobody likes receiving emails when they clearly said, "Please, stop emailing me." This is a good practice from GDPR compliance and to avoid sending emails to someone again by mistake. You can also activate the 24 hours stat mailing reports. This is recommended because it automatically shows your statistics 24 hours after sending, and it's useful to quickly analyze your performance without having to manually review each campaign. There are also some options that you should evaluate depending on your needs. For example, the mailing campaigns option should be activated if you want to group multiple mailings under the same campaign, analyze overall results, and use automatic UTM tracking. It's recommended if you run marketing campaigns regularly. The split first and the last name option should be activated if you want to personalize and improve segmentation by name. This is especially recommended for B2C communication. Finally, the dedicated server option should only be activated if you send very large volume of emails, have your own SMTP infrastructure, and if you need a dedicated IP for reputation management. It's not necessary for standard campaigns, and it's considered a more advanced technical setup. Once the configuration is reviewed, we can create a new campaign by clicking on New. The first thing we need to define is the subject line. It's important to make it clear and engaging, as it directly impacts the open rate, because a subject like Newsletter 47 usually doesn't convince anyone to open the email. Next, we select the recipients. We can send the mailing to one or several mailing lists, to specific contacts, or use advanced filters for better segmentation. On the screen, we will see the total number of selected recipients, giving us a clear idea of the campaign's reach. Then we move on to the content section. Here, we can choose an existing template or start from scratch. If we start from scratch, the editor works very similarly to Odoo Website Builder. We can use a drag and drop content blocks such as text, images, columns, buttons, and much more. One of the most important features is dynamic placeholders, or in Odoo 18 is called field. This allows us to personalize the email content with real contact data. For example, instead of writing a general greeting like hello, we can insert their first name field, and the system will automatically replace it with the recipient's real name, such as hello Marta or hello David. This personalization significantly improves the open rate and engagement. It's a small detail, but it makes the email feel much more personal instead of sounding like it was sent to the half of the internet. We can also use the / command to quickly access different options like inserting images, quotes, links, or buttons. It's very important to review the mobile preview. Nowadays, most of the emails are open on mobile devices, so we must ensure that the content is responsive, the text is readable, and the buttons are clearly visible and easy to tap. Another useful feature is the A/B testing. Odoo allows us to create two different versions of the same email and send them randomly to a specific percentage of recipients. This way, we can analyze which version performs better and automatically send the winning version to the rest of the mailing lists. This is especially useful for testing different subject lines or different call to actions instead of guessing which email works better. In the additional settings section, we can customize the review text, which is the message that appears next to the subject line in the box. We can also select the email address from which the message will be sent and associate the mailing with a specific campaign, for example, a summer sale campaign or a product launch. This will help us to organize and analyze results later. Before sending the final email, we always recommend you sending a test email to an address you can access. This allows you to verify that links work correctly, buttons redirect properly, and the layout looks good in a real inbox, such as Gmail or Outlook. It's a simple but archaic step, and it can save you from sending an email with a broken link to thousands of people. Once everything has been reviewed, we can send the campaign. After sending, in the main email marketing menu, we will see all the sent campaigns along with the key metrics such as delivery rate, open rate, number of clicks, and number of replies. In the case of duplicate emails or invalid addresses, we will see a blue notification banner at the top indicating, for example, the certain emails that were cancelled and not sent. This usually happens when contact lists come from different sources and sometimes from spreadsheets that had lived a very long time. If we open a specific mail, at the top we will see updated information such as how many people opened it, how many clicked it, and how many replied. Additionally, if we click on each metric, we can see exactly which contacts performed each action. Mailing lists represent groups of contacts to whom we can send mass emails. We can organize them according to our own criteria, such as existing customers, potential customers, LinkedIn leads, or employees. When we're creating a new list, we can easily import contacts from an Excel or a CSV file. Each list allows us to consult general statistics for emails sent to that group, which is useful, for example, if we send periodic internal communications to employees. Campaigns work in a similar way. They allow us to group different mailings under the same theme to keep reporting more organized. Both mailing lists and campaigns help us segment information better and analyze results in a structured way. If you like numbers and dashboard, probably this is your favorite part. In the reporting section, we can find a detailed analysis of sent emails, including charts, lists, and pivot tables, typical of Odoo. These allow us to perform a deeper analysis according to our needs, filtering and grouping information as required. As we have seen, Odoo's mass mailing tool allows us to create a professional, personalized, and fully measurable campaigns, making segmentation and performance analysis easier so we can continuously improve our email marketing strategy. Well, that's all for today, my mail lovers. But before you leave, remember, instead of sending a lot of emails, this tool helps you to send better ones. Do you want to try? Visit ForgeFlow.cloud and try for free how easy it is to create emails that people actually want to open. See you in the next video.